Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Shamar. Just got off of work. I want to pop in for a second and check the temperature, right? I want to see if I'm the only one. Excuse me, guys, who's been seeing this, right? I think this is real funny, y'all. I how you know how periodically you'll keep hearing like a catchphrase, right, y'all? Like for a while it was gaslighting, right? But lately this has been the one that I keep hearing, right? The squatter, right? I keep hearing about this squatting stuff, right? And I'm not kidding, y'all. It's like y'all on YouTube, so y'all know what's coming through your feed. It's a lot about people squatting, right? So you got the good old fair use for the purposes of education and definitely criticism, right, y'all? So you got the good old governor out of Florida, and just so y'all know, I'm not nothing. I'm not a dim. I'm not a repub. And most of my people listening, I know y'all ain't nothing either. So there you go. So I say this to not say I don't care about this man. Okay. I don't care about how he voted. I don't care about none of that. I just care about this law right now. So don't come for me with no silly stuff, y'all. I'm not in the mood. But listen, and not my peoples. My peoples know what time it is. Listen to this article, right, guys? This is real funny because do y'all even know where this is what I call ain't it convenient, right? How, they'll use a law for as long as it benefits them, right? Once everybody starts getting a whiff of it and the word get out, they got to shut that down, okay, guys? Because who was the first squatter, y'all? Who was the first squatter? I better put this on Do Not Disturb. Who was the first squatters, y'all? Y'all know this? Right. So it was a law that benefited them at one point, right? Check this out. Squatter scam. It's a scam now. Now it's a scam. But this was a law. How disrespectful. They said it was a law, but now it's a squatter scam. Ends in Florida, right? As what is it, governor? I guess so. As the governor and the sheriff tout a new crackdown, straight to jail. Now, this would have been excellent, right? Had we had this law in place, right? Folks would have got carried straight to jail. You trying to flip on Israel, huh, Judah? Straight to jail. You trying to flip on Israel, Benjamin? Straight to jail. You too, Levi? You got a special jail for the priest. All right? Listen, guys. Y'all know the South flipped on the North, right? I don't got to convince my people of that. I proved it to y'all already. I proved it already right here on the front line. Thanks to our mama. All right, guys? So now they want to send everybody straight to jail. Okay? It's a scam now. Now it's a scam. Everybody keeping up? Good. All right. Squatters' rights have been eliminated in the Sunshine State thanks to a bill signed this week. Now here's the funny thing, guys. I wonder if this squatter right, could we use this on them? The new law granting state law enforcement officials the power to remove offenders and increasing penalties for squatters comes as property owners nationwide complain their homes are being seized by strangers while they have limited options to take back what's rightfully theirs. Doesn't that sound painful, guys? I know they ain't gonna pretend to act like they know what this feel like. I know they're not. Not over this these new houses we got here with this vinyl siding. No. No. You know why? Israel, we had homes with rocks so beautiful. They were trying to take them out of the foundation to take them with them. Those are the kind of homes Israel had, right? Now they want to complain about people trying to snatch their little vinyl siding houses. Interesting. So they go away, and while they're gone, the strangers will come in and seize it. All right. All right. So let's go. It's right here. We're going to go to what it says. What New York does and what California does, Florida will do the opposite. And so the squatter scam ends today with our legislation. Isn't that convenient? Now the squatter scam ends. We're going to talk about how this squatter scam started, but I think y'all already know the punchline for this story, right? So the sheriff, this is Sheriff William Snyder. Look at this guy, guys. I could have jokes for days, but I'm going to let it be. But this is the sheriff down in the good old country down there. We got people that will be here for 7 months of the year. Then they'll go to Michigan or New York or even Canada. You come back after the summer and someone's in your house. Then they just get to stay there for 6 months. How about for forever? How about they get to stay generation after generation and rake up royalty checks, huh? From gas wells. How about they do that? Yeah. Can we get them off the land? Right. This is real convenient. It says, so now in Florida, we right here, you just call up. You fill out a form. The sheriff comes. And the sheriff kicks them out of your property. If we don't have private property rights, we will not have a free society. Listen to what this dude said. Listen to what he said carefully. If we don't have, I wonder who's this we, right? If we don't have private property rights, we will not have a free society. So it's the bedrock Florida stands by, and we're proud to do it. So now they're going to get together and just come on in and kick you on out. There's a real technicality when you go out to a home and somebody proffers that they live there. Then the legitimate owner has proved that it's their house, right? You got to prove it. You know who we ain't got to prove it to? With their slippery slope and their legal language. We don't have to prove this to mama. I don't got to prove nothing that she made and gave to me belongs to me. The ultimate authority is going to come right now and tell you that that's my land. Don't worry. I hope you're sitting there when she shows up too. And however many generations after your ass came. Thief. It says, since many property owners reside in the sunshine... Sorry, I'm going to get all tongue-tied on this one, y'all. Look. Since many property owners reside in the Sunshine State exclusively during the winter months. Must be nice. Residents in Snyder community have been encouraged to be on the lookout for suspicious activity and alert law enforcement if anything seems out of the ordinary. I wonder how they get to just go, go away for months like that and, just come for the winter. That must be nice. They must got some money, huh? They must got some ability to move around very freely like that. Probably getting them royalty checks I keep telling y'all about. Y'all think I'm joking. We'll go right out there, the sheriff said, and it's our intention here in Martin County to get that home back into the hands of the rightful owner. We need some stewards like this, right? But not to worry, we got mama. And get the trespasser out, he said, and then I will provide them housing. They will not be unhoused. I'm putting them straight into my jail, the sheriff said. Man, oh man, this is new, y'all. Apparently this is new. This wasn't the law before, right? They just now making this a law. I wonder why. Landlords in the Sunshine State previously complained of lax property rights as squatters invaded homes and wreaked havoc, leaving legitimate homeowners to foot the bill. Jacksonville property owner Miss Patty Peoples spoke to Fox News last year. She said that multiple squatters moved into her property and caused nearly $40,000 in damage. But did the squatters take over? Did the squatters move their family on in for generation after generation? Nah, they ain't even gonna let it get that far. They gonna nip this in the bud real quick, okay? The very people who've committed some of these offenses we talking about, guys, are complaining about people doing it to them. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, right? So now what they'll do is they're going to say, oh, we got to get these laws out of here. We got to hurry up and straighten this thing out. I'm going to show you how they came about these laws. It says, at the time, she invited DeSantis to focus on the issue, calling property rights in the state absurd, she said. The new law cracking down on squatters is slated to take effect July 1st. Just so y'all know, guys, y'all heard it here on the front line first. All right, guys. Miss People said this law is insane. You could just move in and you can just take over. They can just take over your land and not your land, your house. Remember, they just complaining about houses. Half of them don't even own the land that the house is on. All right. That's how it's going nowadays. All right. So they're complaining about small things right now. In comparison, it pales in comparison to what we talking about. Okay, I meant to get a different article because I didn't like the title, guys. I don't want to single any race out because I told you, I think some of us have done this to some of us. So just, guys, I didn't type this up personally, but there's some meaningful content in this, right, guys? And they're gonna title it like that. I ain't trying to tiptoe around nothing either, but they gonna title it the way they want to title it. They're speaking of colonizing, guys. They're speaking of colonizers that had a job to do, because it's just a theory that I can't quite prove yet. I feel like this was just the face, guys. This was just the face card, but not the one really holding the key. The face below him held more of the key, guys. I'm trying to tell you something. The face. All right, guys, just stay with me, but we'll cross that path when we got to, right? Let's scroll down here. I want to go down here to contemporary squatting. Okay, well, no. It says, we're going to start right here. A historical snapshot capturing a long-running legal dispute over preemption, or what I refer to as squatter rights, the unabashed freedom of Europeans, right? But we know all Europeans ain't this, right, guys? So I'd rather just say Europeans. Europeans to illegitimately occupy stolen land and property, right, guys? Personally, we know that it's some of our folks that gave them that right. They opened the door, okay? I already showed y'all that. Anyway, I think they the face to help with the narrative, with the Civil War narrative, guys. The more, quote, modern Civil War narrative. Not the one I done uncovered over here on the front line, thanks to Mama, which I believe is one and the same. We know they done mess with timelines, guys. It's the same Civil War. Ain't no different war. It is the same one. And I'm going to have fun proving that. I'm going to keep tap dancing all over that. I'm going to keep proving it, guys, because next week, I want y'all to tune in. We're going to talk about Asher. We're going to bring in Asher, because Asher's supposed to dip his crusty foot in oil, ain't he? And I'm going to show y'all how he did it. This was not a game. This was an all-out assault on the Northern Kingdom. All right, guys? And if Asher dipped his foot in oil, we didn't hear that Asher was in the Southern Kingdom. Come to think of it, wouldn't Asher have been in the Northern Kingdom? So it's sounding like Asher's a traitor somehow. Sorry, guys, that's real time happening for me. That just dawned on me, guys. I mean, in the South was only Levi, Benjamin, and Judah when they split, right, guys? So wasn't Asher supposed to have been one of the 10 lost tribes? I'm going to have to get back on that one, guys. Yeah. All right, but anyway, Asher's going to dip his foot in oil. So we got to get to that, right? That's the next phase of the family feud, guys. So I want y'all to tune in this weekend. We're going to make sure we get to all of this. This right here is just a quick pop-in because I want to talk about this new catchphrase that I keep hearing. Squatters, right? Squatters' rights. I kept wondering, where did that come from, right, guys? Everybody pretty much knows. Don't let nobody get no mail at your house. Don't let them stay over 30 days, or they what? They live there. Remember, guys? So let's keep talking about what this article is telling us, right? Contemporary squatting is when a person moves into an uninhabited home. So they're going to tell you, think land. Okay. Oh, I like what this person is doing. All right. So they're going to put in parentheses what it really means. So they're going to say, let's start back over here. Contemporarily, squatting is when a person, think invader. All right. I like how they put that there. Invader moves into an uninhabited home. Think land, right? Only difference is it was very much inhabited, guys. All right. Refuses to leave and also claims it as their own. Sound familiar? Darn sure do. All right. All right. It's saying as a compromise for squatters to purchase unoccupied land they had allegedly improved. Stolen land is far from unoccupied, yet not required improvement. Yet these myths persist due to the imperialist foundations of America, the settler colonialism model. American settler colonialism is the conquest of indigenous land that enforces squatters' rights via genocide, ethnic cleansing, and chattel slavery, free labor. These self-anointed rights, guys, too, fun fact, Solomon enforced free labor. These self-anointed rights are euphemistically referred to as the pursuit of happiness and the land of opportunity. We've heard them use these phrases, right, guys? It's the pursuit of happiness. And America is the land of opportunity, right? The opportunity to take it. This is what the guy is saying. Like, it's a lot of dog whistling. There's a lot of stuff being said that's not being said when they say these things, all right? All right. American colonial history is a slippery trail of tears. I like that they put that in there. Who's weeping, guys? Rachel. It hasn't been but recently that I started thinking about that whole trail of tears and the verse that tells us that Rachel is weeping. It's like the trail of tears from Rachel, or the trail of tears leads to Rachel, guys, to Rachel's children. That's what I keep hearing now in my head when I hear that trail of tears. I keep thinking about Rachel weeping, and I feel like there's a connection to that verse and that historic title. Right? I hope y'all see it now too. It says the American colonial history is a slippery trail of tears, littered with acts of dispossession laws. All right. These are called dispossession laws. Now they want to secure the bag. So they got to make sure that they get rid of these dispossession laws. They can't let go of what they done secured. Okay. So now we're going to get to the truth of the matter. They want to get rid of squatter rights because they no longer benefit them. When it benefited them, we got to have those rights. They put it in a book, and it's now their law. Right, guys? To this day, and it says, they've got certain acts such as the Indian Removal Act of 1830 and the Homestead Act of 1862. So this is where they're saying they started with these laws, guys. To this day, America convenes an annual commemorative dinner, giving thanks to these spoils every third Thursday of November. So hats off to you if you are still celebrating this. This is a celebration of your demise. If you still, excuse me, guys, lured in by like sweet potato pie and stuff like this, I hope you realize that this is a celebration to your demise. All right. It says it was basically a class collaboration between and amongst poor and rich Europeans for their mutual benefit. Yeah. The development of American settler colonialism. All right. It's a capitalist agreement among all classes. So it didn't matter if they were rich or poor. They all knew that this was to their benefit, right? For everybody to go along with the get along game, right? To be the face, as we done said, right? It was this alone that drew so many Europeans to colonial North America. I like how they spelled that. The dream in the settler mind of each man becoming a petty lord of his own land. You see that? What did I tell y'all, guys? What did I tell y'all? Oh, man, I didn't even realize that was in here. Sometimes I read the article and I kind of gloss through, guys, but I don't really capture it all. This is corroborating. This is why I say this was more recent. This is the same Persian law, guys, that every man in their home would be called Lord. Do y'all not see that? I'm going to read it again. Remember the patriarchy. Remember, guys, we did Esther and the patriarchy. And remember I told you guys that Xerxes enacted a law after Vashti did not show herself, when he was requesting that she show herself, whether it was with her crown clothed or with her crown without, he was requesting that she show herself, and she refused. Because like the story led up, it was a bunch of drunken men. All right, you read the story yourself. Vashti refused. But you don't need to read the rest of the book. I covered that too, guys. Vashti refused. As a result, they hold some sort of beauty contest. Okay, who can drop it the hottest contest? I kid y'all not. And as a result, the king Xerxes asked one of his wisest men, hey, what should I do about her refusing to come see me? And it was his idea that the king hold a beauty contest, but it was also his idea that every man be called Lord in his home, that the king enact a law like that, because now all of the women are going to laugh and make fun of the king because his own wife did not show up before the king. So this is very much going along with our Torah, guys, where it told us the same exact thing. I'm going to read it again right here. It was this alone that drew so many Europeans to colonial North America. The dream in the settler mind of each man becoming a petty lord of his own land. Thus, the tradition of individualism and egalitarianism in America was rooted in the poisoned concept of equal privileges for a new nation of European conquerors. Of course, due to the parasitic nature of this violent conquest, settled colonialism is reliably unstable. Since the class collaborative agreement, white settlers have brutally challenged how unabashed the squatter rights really are. In 1676, the burgeoning planter, Mr. Bacon, led a rebellion. It's going to tell us, I don't want to get into some of their history because I don't personally buy their history. A lot of it's made up, right? All right, but at the end of the day, my biggest thing was just to show you guys that it says here where this catchphrase came from, right? Today, as the American empire incongruently wrestles with these contradictions, the ruling class is evicting the squatter-in-chief, violating the great sin was, what? Inciting dissension. Okay, now it's going to get to their political beliefs. So, yeah, we're done with this article, but I just wanted to show y'all that this law is no longer convenient to them, right? And when it's no longer convenient, they got to do away with it, guys. That's why you're going to keep hearing it. But we know where it started, right? We know that this started right with that Confederacy, guys. That's where it started. Okay, guys, that's where the takeover happened, all right? Where people weren't happy, all right, with their placement and they wanted to attack their little brother. Yeah, this is what we're seeing, all right? This is the remnants of it, Now they want to get rid of the law, right? They want to get rid of it, and they want to take it straight to jail. The scam is going to end. Now it's a scam, guys. Remember, they said it. It's always been a scam. Well, I hope y'all are having a good week. I'm going to see y'all guys this weekend. Much love to y'all. Thanks for tuning into this one. Take care, y'all.